It's amazing how many things you can do that are productive but won't move the ball forward. And the only ball that I'm really measuring that I want to move forward is awareness, getting more people to know about the TMC project. That has probably to do with the fact that I have no thing that is promotional for my daily routine, what's required of me. Everything is either personal develop or content creation. There I'm really checking that box off hard. I've not missed a quote post and I've not missed a reading since I started the responsibility chart. That is great. And I'm seeing growth from that. My Instagram is consistently growing. As I use hashtags more, I'm getting more follows. The flip side of that is hashtag follows have like a 75 to 80% follow, no follow. So I've been at about 560 now, but it'll go close to 600 and then it'll drop. It's really about maybe 10 a week or so. It's not that I'm ungrateful about it. I just am impatient and I want more. The readings I'm loving doing. That I do genuinely enjoy. Yes, it's difficult in the morning to pick it. I'm late fairly often, although I've been earlier as of recent as well. I think there's a lot to them. I think there's a lot of growth there. What I should be doing and what I need to do is have a rhythm where I'm actually gotta reach out to the people that I'm writing against. I need to start asking. I have no proposals. I'm doing everything one way, hoping for someone to like me. And yes, that can work, but it is not a good way. I mean, I'm going to keep doing it. I'm not doing the other things. I'm not promoting. I'm not showing my content to groups that would matter. These are the things that would really exponentialize my growth. These are the things that would hack it forward. And it kills me that I know that and it doesn't really have an effect on my actions. However, we don't want to beat ourselves up. We want to stay positive. And the actions that I am doing are important. I need to show that I can work. I need to show that I can be consistent, because at its core, that's the most important thing. If I blew up tomorrow, I would fail over time because I have no ability to maintain. And that needs to be really appreciated, and I shouldn't ever underestimate it. But man, even as I say that, it's like, then you really should be focusing on promoting your shit, bro, because that is the primary key to victory. I should be spending more time on Instagram, both trying to contact not people who are brands, but people, actual people who are there looking for that content to be inspired, and not worry about other like-minded brands who are doing the same thing, because the collaboration thing, although it would work really well, requires me to do things that I'm not so great at. I can't really stress over that. I know that it'll keep moving forward. If it takes me 5 years for it to happen, it's still going to be called an overnight success when it does turnover. Let's move on to, I'm still trying to get more content out. Because I need to be on multiple platforms. Gary Vee is right. You need to be putting out 7 new pieces of content every day. And even Seth Godin's recent book, he said, create something every day. And I'm feeling very proud about that. I do create something new every day, whether it's creating an audio file of something that's important to read. It's so important to educate yourself every morning. Me doing these readings are going to have that effect over time. Fuck if my mind doesn't just run in that circle. Then if it's actually valuable, why am I not going to groups and saying, hey, you like, there's probably several groups that are dedicated to the Miracle Morning that would love to read every morning and don't. Why am I not promoting it there? I think it's because I don't have a system for it or a list of groups. Yeah, it can be broken down pretty easily. I don't have a list of groups where I can do it, and I don't have a method of doing the actual reach out. Then when I do have those 2 systems, I actually have to do the work too. Those are 3 real things. There are 3 real things that are getting in the way, and I don't actually know what that one. It's strange because it sounds negative, but these are just like the real struggles of trying to do something, trying to build a brand. I'm sure many of you who are in a similar place are probably wondering why you're not succeeding, and I wonder, are you doing the things that I'm not doing, or are these the same struggles and you're not sure how to attack them? I'm really good at figuring out how and not doing, or doing things but not really consistent. It's actually kind of weird. I have to think about more on how I do well. I'm a support character. I can be amplified. Talking to myself, it falls very flat. I'm not really trying to figure out the skill of being able to speak well alone. That's not in my list of goals. It's not in my list of strengths. I need to figure out a way to either trick it temporarily or gamify it. It's annoying and I don't like that. But what I do like the YouTube channel. I want to create more content there. One of the biggest things that I did stop doing was creating a regular piece of content every day, and I don't really like that. I don't know. I feel like it's a good place for me to do stuff. I figured out a method of getting it done. I spent a good chunk of today, and here's the good news, I captured it. And that's really a big trick. You can catch yourself thinking you're being productive, and then you don't actually capture anything. So I didn't just look at a bunch of questions on Quora. I took each question down and copy and pasted it into a file that says YouTube questions. Tomorrow, will I open up that file and record a YouTube video? Honestly, I probably don't think I should. I should probably batch those out, because if I do it once a day, I'm still in this same problem of being stuck in a content loop. And doing content live every day, fucking difficult. And honestly, probably not the most productive use of my time. I know I batch well. However, I'm not good at setting up systems for batching, and I'm really not good at fucking stopping and actually starting said batch work. Once I get going, phenom. I can get into that hyper-focus hole. Big thing about ADHD is that initiation of a fucking task. It's a real struggle, and it's never going to be one of my strengths. And if it's one of your weaknesses, figure out if it's a real weakness or if it's just something you're not paying attention to or you don't think it's important. Because it's not outside of my awareness. I don't lack ignorance. I'm fully aware of it. I wish it had an effect on me. I wish it would get me to initiate. It's just not in the cards. And I don't take any kind of pharmaceutical to solve that problem. My goal is to just do it, fix myself, even if it is bashing my head against the wall very hard. And in all honesty, I shouldn't beat myself up this much because I'm trying to focus on positivity. I felt pretty sick today between drinking last night, and having a good time with Caitlin can be very exhausting. I'm very emotional, and we had a blast. So there was probably a drain there that I wasn't fully aware of. And even with meditation, doing everything, I didn't work out early this morning. There's so many things that I could attribute today being a rough day, and that could be why this episode seems so negative sounding, difficult. It is a struggle, and that's not that I'm looking for sympathy. I just think that not enough people say that. Not enough people say that it is difficult. I don't necessarily post about it because I'm not going to stop and think about how to write that. It's kind of why I put this vlog, so that way I could actively say how I felt, where I felt, and not try to pretty it up or make it more than what it seems. I want it to be accurate to whatever it is that day. But man, if I don't live in a very day-to-day life of here I am and these are the emotions that I feel. And I do really want to get this thing figured out because I want to play Final Fantasy 11 really bad, and I see I can't tell you how much of my time I'm procrastinating and distracting myself watching YouTubers having success playing games, specifically ones that are having success doing 11. The TMC project is very important to me because I want to help people really become whatever they want to become with the tactics that I figured out. There is the real life aspect of a financial responsibility and accountability everyone has, and that is a box that I need to check so hard. I would do it all for free. That's why it's so hard for me to translate this even into a profitable game. I have no interest in money. It's just a requirement. If it's through gaming, if it's through this, really anything that's not a job or a regular task, even the food prep that I got done today, it's not interesting. I don't like working for people. I don't like doing things I have to do. I can fully understand if you don't agree or appreciate or have any real understanding about that. I am retarded. I have a neurodiversity. I have a legitimate disorder. At its core, it is really not wanting to do things I have to do. You don't have to appreciate it. You don't have to understand it. But since it is a roadblock in my life and I'm not trying to drug myself with Adderall to get by it, that doesn't change the fact that I need to contribute financially. I need to have financial freedom. Who doesn't work every day? Who doesn't hate their job? I just happen to hate it so bad that I can't do it. I don't think that makes me less human. I think it makes me hyperhuman. And the weight of not having that income is a real thing. And at its core, that's the thing I'm trying to solve. Is I wasn't worried about money. I think I would love every aspect about the TMC project. I would have no real stress or worry. I think I would happily contact everyone, and I wouldn't care about any form of rejection because I don't really care if you don't like me. But right now I kind of need that like, and that is a real problem. And I'm sure anyone knows the reason it's hard to ask a girl or boy out is because you want their approval. Whenever you want something, the no is so much harder. That is just the situation I find myself in. It's not new. It's been this way for, since I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and I realized that financial freedom is a real goal, and I've systematically tried to learn what I needed to do to get that and to do whatever it took to myself to be better. However, the roadblocks are real. I am a support character. I believe I would rather be used if it would solve my financial issues. I totally agree when Gary Vee says, you're probably not a number one. Oh, I'm fucking definitely not a number one. I'm a good spirit leader. I'll definitely keep driving forward, but I don't really care. It's hard to explain what that's like. I both care so much and also don't give a fuck at all about so many things. I just want to be happy and do what I want to do. Those things that I want to do make the world better. I want to make my family happy. I want to play Final Fantasy 11, but I can't really tell you how much so many things don't matter to me at all. Here's a simple recap. I got everything on my list done, so I should feel good about it. And I will work at trying to feel better about those successes. However, the only reason I've gotten this far is because I'm pretty much insatiable. I don't know if I'll ever be satisfied. I just know when I'm not worried about money, I can tell that part of my brain to shut up. However, right now he has a real good argument. And you know, his arguments have gotten me where I am. The reason I have the knowledge I have, the reason I have life hacks and the cheat codes to upgrading personal development is because of my mind, its ability to do that. But man, when it's right, it's super annoying. Remember, you're worth it. Kind of that simple. You should always keep working towards your goals and towards yourself, even if you have days like this where it doesn't feel like it. It's not going to feel like it most days. And that has nothing to do with it. You can't do it when it feels right. You have to do it regardless. That's why I'm recording this right now. And I'm recording it the day of, or the night of. I'm really not happy that I'm about to say I'm going to also edit it down tonight, because it means I have to do it and I would much rather not. But I don't want to do anything. So there's nothing new about that. Let's end it somewhere. So let's pick right now. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope that you're getting a real look to behind the scenes of someone trying to build something that feels incredibly important and means the world to him, yet still doesn't necessarily motivate him to do what he knows needs to be done. And that's going out of my way to promote it. I really need to figure that out. Thank you for joining me. You're awesome.